I love my list. I started and I was like, I don't know if this is good. And then as I went in and I started doing this for the CT5, I love this list.
You know, sometimes I worry that we all have the same answers. Do you guys ever have that worry when you're making your list?
I think that, but it almost never happens.
I do get that worry, and then it never happens. I guarantee you don't have my list.
I think at this point, where we've done enough CT5s to know that even our most overlap has been like two numbers.
Yeah, 2 picks. I did. Like we'll get the. Hey, well, let me go next because I also had such and such. Yeah. Like that that'll happen like once or twice. Yeah.
Also, Mayes wanted me to draw a picture on my notes.
I do. That is the new request. I want Zach to add value.
I'm a real bingo artist, man. I cannot draw for shit.
Look at this photograph.
I don't know what the fuck I drew. I tried to draw a cop.
Pretty pictures.
It is a pretty picture, man.
You tried to draw a cop?
A cop. Just a cop's face.
Generic cop face.
You know who I tried to, from memory, I never looked it up. I tried to draw.
Officer Stovepipe?
Yes. I tried to draw him. Yeah.
Okay, well, I mean, it's your first try, Zach. You'll get better, right?
Zach Doubleday over here.
No?
There's been one time in my life where I drew something, and I was like, holy shit, like, maybe I need to do this more. And I was, I don't know, I was like 10 or 11 or something maybe. And I was looking at, there was like this, I don't know, comic book cover, like, I don't know, it was like a VHS cover or something like that. And I didn't trace, I just drew it as I looked at it. And it was great. And ever since then, anytime I try to draw something, it's a pretty picture. And I'm just like, wow, there's something missing here in my...
You know what?
Chromosome?
Yeah, well.
I was gonna say, Zach, maybe you just haven't found the right medium, because, you know...
Amy, good. Gorilla.
Oh,
use finger
should I be
paints.
painting? I should
Get some finger paint action.
Okay.
Oh, I thought you were going to say you haven't found the right medium like Zion.
See, now you won't blame me
this kind of episode,
jokes.
This kind of episode from a beat,
boy.
This one doesn't fit either.
Yeah,
you don't seem exhausted, podcaster. You seem a little rejuvenated. You might be a rejuvenated podcaster today.
Dude, you know what?
He got healthy, you might say, Zach.
I need a drink. Not a drink like that. I'm sorry, not like that. I need like a Coca-Cola.
I got one coming if you want to, you know.
Well, you know what? That's a good idea. When you go downstairs to get your thing, I'll go downstairs to get my Coca-Cola.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. I walked by the pizza place that you went to.
Yeah.
Why did you think that was the spot?
It was not. I just thought it was a spot. It was like a shitty pizza place. I'm like, get a slice and keep it moving.
About a block and a half away is the place you should have gone. Yeah.
You know what's funny? I walked by that place later on that night. Also $8 a slice.
$8?
Yeah, $8.11 to be exact.
No. I'm talking about this place called Pizza Luce. Pizza Luce is where you wanted to go.
Oh, no. Oh, yeah. I went to Pizza Luce. I actually went there the next night.
Okay.
Trash.
No. You can't go too late. You can't go too late because they do leave that shit. If it's hot now, you can't go too late. There's a cutoff of like, because that, I would say around midnight, the quality goes way down.
It's way right down the block. It's right down the block from that.
From that trash one that you went to. Yeah. But yeah, you got to go at the right time. For sure.
No, not there. I'm talking about that other establishment.
You mean? We like to have fun.
It's big. It's a big one.
My bed.
It is. It's huge. It's massive.
Here?
Pierre's in South Dakota, not Minnesota.
I'm guessing he's in Phoenix.
See. That's why I miss him. Roll my heart.
Oh.
Yo.
This idea is just straight up bad. That algorithm is busted. It's among the worst ideas I've ever heard.
Top 5 easily.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Welcome to Cinephobe Top 5, aka CT5. This is the show where we rank different things across the Cinephobe landscape. Top 5s and 2 outside looking ins for each contestant. Zach goes first, I go second, Mayes will go third. This week, we're doing Worst Cops, inspired by our rewatchington of Wicker Man and realizing that, for me at least, A, oh shit, Nick Cage plays a cop in this movie, and B, holy shit, the worst law enforcement ever. Ever. All his instincts, all protocol, everything is just terrible about him.
It's real bad.
This is a nice non-timeline messed up sequence of events, you know? We had the Rewatchington on Monday. Yeah. We're recording the CT5 this week. If you were a part of the Rewatchington, this makes complete sense to you.
Now, if you weren't part of the Rewatchington, could you go back and just kind of relive it, even though you can't interact with us real time?
There's no possible way.
No.
It's done.
I'm
it's over.
So glad you asked, Amin, because now Playback actually has the replay built in to the Rewatchington room. So I think the last 5, starting with Rocky 4, you can go through the Patreon, get the link to the Playback, go to the Playback, and then watch the Rewatchington. You can rewatch the Rewatchington by yourself in the Playback browser.
But there's no way to get access to that, right?
Well, I mean, assuming you're not a Patreon, you could join Patreon. Patreon.com/counted-things and
holy shit,
have access not only to that, but also
that's it,
access to the you get so much more. You get so much more. You get all the special edition episodes of Cinephobe. You get the OG podcast overflows. But I think most importantly, if you join correct me if I'm wrong, if you join the Patreon, you'll have access to the pre-sale for the live show that's going to happen in July in New York City.
That right? Is correct.
What?
If you are listening to this on the Patreon or watching this on the YouTube, you can go buy a pre-sale ticket for the live show
for full
July
price,
July 20th.
Yeah, it's got to be full price.
Not for full price. Not for full price. If you're a Patreon, you get 25% off.
What?
We're going out of business.
How does that work? We got to talk to Bob from marketing.
This
madness.
Fucking up, man. This
madness.
Yeah, my goodness.
We're giving them episodes early. We're giving them tickets early. We're giving them discounts on tickets. We're giving them Discord. We're giving them all the rewatchingtons they want to rewatch. What's next?
So my internet is not great at this hotel.
Yep,
you went a little robot on me when you said Discord, and it sounded like you said Dickord.
Oh, I thought you said disco.
Well, he doesn't know what it is, so.
Who is a bad
He's
cop?
never been in there. It might be a Dickord to me.
Disco is a bad cop. Hold on, I might need to play.
You got to update your list already. The list hasn't even come out.
Movie. It could be that movie, man.
Man. But yes, live show, Saturday, July 20th, New York City.
I can't wait.
Join the Patreon, get your tickets. The second time ever that Cinephobe will be doing something live. The first time we did it, I think we had done 7 episodes.
Yeah, we just done.
Did we do it twice?
Right?
We've done Cinephobe live.
We did it in San Francisco, and I remember
we did something in Chicago, right? Did we do something in Chicago?
We did something in Chicago. Yeah.
I remember us watching Nick Cage going through the casino in Next.
Oh, God, file
and breaking that down. That's what I remember.
Yeah.
Should we? I've been wondering what we should do, and maybe this isn't the time to talk this out.
Let it all hang out.
We should do a CT5.
I've been wondering what we should do as well.
we should do a CT5. Like we
Should
can't
we do a
Cinephobe
CT5
episode.
all together? Famously, a group
What?
of agreeing people on this podcast coming to a consensus of a top five.
No. I think all we do is just we speed it up.
What about?
When you said
Speed it up.
should we do a CT5 together, I thought you just had a moment where Amin said it was time sensitive for a reason. Right, like trying to give me
I was thinking also like some kind of cinefeud element might be interesting.
Actually, maybe that's the move.
I still think that we should do a cinefeud, but rather than us be contestants, we get people from the audience.
The guests.
Ooh,
yeah.
that's a good idea. That's a good idea. Yeah. All right, we'll figure it out in post.
A little crowd participation, but yes, I think there are some options. I think if we do a CT5, it should be something with some clips that we can prepare, something like that. But yeah, I like all those ideas. It'll be fun. We haven't done this in a long time, so it'll be fun to figure it out.
Now, this food delivery, I'm going from a local place. I'm not doing Postmates or anything.
Oh, wow. You're going direct to source for the delivery.
It says the driver's name is Grandpa Bacon.
Hmm.
CT5 name.
Welcome to the Mitchell.
Let me update my list. Grandpa Bacon?
Grandpa Bacon.
Of the Bacons? The Bacon Bacons?
The OG Bacon. Grandpa.
Oh.
Yeah. What about that? Huh. All right. What are we doing? Cops?
Cops. Worst cops. Worst cops because
cops.
midway through me making my list, I had to remind myself, I mean, you're picking some really good cops here.
Wow.
Yeah,
Like,
I had to leave some off for sure. I had to, make sure. Yeah.
Like, that's a good cop. That's not a bad cop. Not good cop as in like good cops, because otherwise we know all cops are bad. But like good cop as in like does not one of the worst cops.
Careful, me. Now you're going to get pulled over.
Oh, no.
hopefully it'll be one of the good ones.
CT5 good cops.
All right. My first one, I don't know if I can get away with this.
Okay.
I'm going to try anyway. We'll see. I have a backup in case you guys say no.
Mm-hmm.
He's dressed like a detective. He lurks in the shadows. He's got a hat. He's got a trench coat. I think he's hold on. I think he's a detective. It's McCavity from Cats.
Oh. I stand corrected.
McCavity.
I stand corrected. You somehow.
If he is a detective, he's awful.
Yeah,
he's awful shit.
Yeah,
is he a detective?
Isn't he?
So you're going off of the outfit. You're going off of the hat and trench coat.
He's a lurker. You know.
I thought he was talking about the Ninja Turtle because I don't know their names, but the one from Secret of the Ooze.
Raphael. Let's be respectful, okay? It's Raph.
They all look the same.
Oh.
We're doing ducks. We're doing turtles. What else you got, Amin? Zach, and excuse me, Amin, for skipping you here. I'm going to go with you and allow it because I also have someone dressed as a police officer. Would you like to see the Quine? It's Moose as a Bobby in the Fanatic.
You don't respect the Boulevard, and you don't respect the fans.
There you go. Boom.
Actually, I'm the only one who took this seriously. I went with actual cops. We had no shortage of actual cops for me to have to reach.
I don't think we're reaching.
I think you're reaching. Guys, I want to ask you, police officers, actual police officers, not people who dress like police officers, not people who dress in trench coats and lurk, thus making them a detective. Actual police officers. Would you say they in order to become one, you have to have some sort of experience with firearms?
For sure, yeah.
Right?
To be trained, yeah.
I think helps.
Right?
Yeah, that helps. Yeah.
Not like do you like they have to do it, right? They go through it.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
Part of that training.
Actual. Yeah.
Yes. In order and
unless you're a Bobby like Moose,
in which case you just get a stick
in the cat world.
No, it's
a different protocol. You don't know.
So in
No.
Oh, it's you. You're the one that opened that door. All right, so you got to train with firearms, and in firearm training, do you think they're at a gun range with the thing, right?
That's probably
the outline,
probably
of it, right? Yeah. And that thing moves forward and backward, right? You have some depth perception of like, hey, what's my range with this type of firearm?
For sure.
Is there any firing range where the target is so far that rather than shoot at it, you just throw the gun at it? Because that's where Ryan Reynolds in Smoking Aces. That's the jurisdiction. That's the department he trained in.
It's a good thing that Mayes leapfrogged you. Leapfrogged because my next OLI is Ryan Reynolds in Smoking Aces. Is that? Yeah.
Okay, so I just wanted to. I was thinking about this not for him specifically, but for other people. Mm-hmm. He's an FBI agent.
That's a cop.
We're calling them cops. It's all cops.
That's a fancy cop.
Agents, CIA, FBI, everything.
CIA is not law enforcement. FBI is law enforcement.
FBI is law enforcement. Yes.
CIA is not law enforcement. Espionage. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Good to know.
Is it my turn again? Because
it is. Yeah, just like that. Okay. That quickly. Wait, hold on. Zach, let me give you your.
Thank you. Just to close that loop. It still is one of the most insane decisions in Cinephobe history. You have a sniper from a different building, and all of a sudden you think, how much you want to bet I can throw a football over the mountains? Like Uncle Rico's his pistol.
His gun. Yes. By the way, you have to account for. Where's your gun? I fucking lost it. Like you can't.
That is how that when all this smoke clears, that's a search party, my friend.
Paperwork is going to be up the ass, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man! All right, my next OLI features a tandem. I could not assign it to one. One is the subordinate of the other. Now, to be clear, the subordinate is pretty incompetent, but I kind of hold the captain accountable for keeping the subordinate on staff. And then when the subordinate fucks up so much, the captain then like supersedes all protocol, all like union rules, and just fires them. It's Jimmy Fallon and Marta in Taxi.
Oh my God. I knew this was coming. Did she fire him?
Yeah, she fired him without.
Yeah.
There's like, you're fired. Like, this is not how this shit works, man.
Yeah.
So he finished it. I thought he got suspended. He gets fired?
No, she fires him because on the episode, we're like, that's not how that shit works.
Right.
You can't. The motherfucker's a union.
We're a big union podcast. We're always thinking about unions.
Yeah.
Garbage unions.
IBEW.
Love a union.
Okay. Well, my next OLI.
I hate that movie. I hate how much you pretend to like that movie. Yes.
Dude, that movie's funny.
Funny. Oh, it's funny.
He bailed on that real quick.
It's the internet. It was the internet.
No, it wasn't.
No, it wasn't. No internet. Don't blame Al Gore's internet for that one.
There's nothing funnier. There's nothing funnier than your friend fucking up a word slightly.
Every list that we make, every list that I make at least, needs a glue guy. Somebody who keeps chemistry together, spirits high. And just like the Lakers are not the Lakers without Kurt Rambis, this list does not exist without Bob Hoskins as Jack Mooney from Heart Condition.
That's my number 5.
Oh,
hit it again, man.
Maybe your meme was right.
It's
cutting room floor for me.
Into a crowd.
Yeah.
He fires a gun into a crowd just to chase a black guy that was with his ex.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's right.
Yes.
That's right.
He's racist as fuck. He drops the N-bomb and then expects a promotion shortly afterwards.
I forgot about that, where they're all laughing at him. His captain
is laughing at him, going off on him, and he's like, so does this affect my promotion? Yes, it does.
It sure does.
He slut shames his
does.
sex worker girlfriend. He doesn't listen to her or know anything about her. She wants to go to art school. He laughs at that. He doesn't take it seriously. And he doesn't solve the case without the help of a fucking ghost. Without this ghost, he's not doing shit.
Some might call him a spook.
He wouldn't have been able to solve shit without Denzel doing all the work for him.
No, he's a horrible cop.
He's a horrible cop. He's absolutely horrible. His apartment is a disgrace.
Every instinct he had was wrong.
You know how, like, in the movies, whenever a cop, like, their brother or their, like, wife or whatever gets murdered, then they want to be on the case, and they tell them, yo, you're too close to the case, you can't be on it. But actually, they're actually really good. They know what they're doing. They're actually the only ones who figured out who like, Bob Hoskins is the proof to why you should never let someone too close.
This is the rule of why you're too close to this case. Yes, right. Because his biggest way of solving it was saying so many racial slurs that he had a heart attack.
Yep. Oh, and then he blamed. So then when Denzel is a ghost and tells him that one of the girls did have drugs, he flips out on him again, even though this dude is dead, and blames him for giving him a heart attack.
Yeah.
That is incredible sloughing of the blame right there.
He probably should be higher on both of our lists.
I don't know, Zach. You haven't heard the rest of my list yet. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah,
because there's being a shitty person and then there's being a shitty cop. And Bob Hoskins is both, but I would say he's more of a shitty person.
Sure. That's because he's a really shitty person. Not because he's not that shitty of a cop.
CT5, worst people. He's in the mix.
He's also just bad at, like, basketball punditry. Like, he's just like he doesn't know ball.
Oh wait,
excuse me.
Sorry. I got confused because I started thinking of carbon copy. There's a punditry when you pick someone to play on your team just because. Oh wait, he's talking about Kurt Rambis. My bad.
I forgot about that scene.
Okay, I guess my number 5.
Yep.
My number 5. Is sometimes we focus too much on cops who are bad at their job because they're bad at police work. But, sometimes you rise up in the ranks like Marta. And sometimes, as a result, your being a bad cop is less about the actual police work you do and more about how you manage those beneath you. So I'm going here for Sergeant, or is he Captain Armbuster from Action Jackson. For not letting Action Jackson just do the job. He's the best cop you have. He's the best cop in the entire fucking city. Why are you on his ass? Let's just let him do his job.
That's a great pick because I was thinking of that movie. I was like, well, obviously Action Jackson's a great cop. Like, he's not. And then I was thinking, the only other one that came to mind was Biff and his partner. Yeah. I was like, well, no, they weren't bad cops. They were just whatever.
They're just regular.
Cops, right? Yeah, they were whatever.
Yeah.
Like,
regular ass cops.
I forgot about him. That's a great pick.
Yep.
That's a great pick.
I like that. All right. My number 5. Man, he's terrible at figuring things out. Really, no pace to his investigations. It's pretty unclear if he's even on the job in the movie that we're doing. He's way out of his jurisdiction. He has no way of communicating with the mainland. It's the reason why we're all here. It's Nick Cage as Edward Malis in Wicker Man.
Periodically, he pulls out his cell phone.
Pull out his phone, hold it up, see if he's got the bars. Nope, still don't. One point it does work. Makes a call to no one.
We don't even know. There's no follow-up. We have no idea who he called.
Didn't tell anybody where he went.
So, he was highway patrol that then became a detective?
When did he become a detective? I think he's just highway patrol.
I don't know. He wore a suit. I don't think highway patrol.
That was also in my notes. Insisted on wearing a suit
while
all
swimming.
the time.
Professionalism.
With massive elbow patches.
Yes.
Massive elbow patches.
Deli Platter can explain it to you guys, by the way.
Yes, for those of you who weren't with us on the Rewatchingtons,
playback. Yeah.
This is a short recap of the Rewatchingtons.
If like you really have to not understand the concept of jurisdiction to do what he did,
right?
And to threaten what he threatened.
Yes,
out of state
with
no backup. Didn't tell anybody I'm here. By the way,
there's no way. There's no way he was sanctioned. This had to have been his vacation days.
Vigilante.
This is PTO. Like he should have at least told the cop who was Googling guns, looking at gun profiles to,
yo, dog, I got this letter. I'm gonna go check this out.
I gotta go this out. And this dude was just like, fucking X's, am I right? And he's like, yeah, man. And then he just left. Like, yeah.
I'm not done, by the way. He has more terrible decisions that he makes. Yeah. He is allergic to bees, and he knowingly goes to a honey farm with only 2 EpiPens.
Yeah.
Should be enough.
And Amin was talking about firearm training and knowing how to use it. Mm-hmm. My man can't tell the difference between a loaded and unloaded gun. Doesn't even check his gun. Tries to shoot it. It's empty.
There's a massive difference in weight, by the way. That's as someone who's barely handled guns in their life. There's a massive difference in weight between a loaded and unloaded gun. You're a cop.
Some would say there's a massive difference between a loaded and unloaded.
Oh. My turn?
Sure is, Zach.
I couldn't single anybody out from this, okay? I really tried hard. I couldn't single anybody out from this. I believe that they're law enforcement. I believe they're cops. I don't remember the exact distinction, but I don't think you guys will push back on this. It is the entire Ghost of Mars crew.
Oh, my God. Same note, too. I wish the same note, too, bell was out.
Damn it, I forgot that they were cops.
It's on my cutting room floor. I literally, Zach, verbatim, the entire, where is it? The entire cast of Ghost of Mars.
I mean, it is the worst group effort of a law enforcement detail in movie history, not just Cinephobe history, in movie history. Every decision, every instinct is wrong. Police Academy accidentally wins some shit, right? They accidentally get some stuff done. This team couldn't do fucking shit. They are so dumb, so bumbling, have no idea what to do. I don't know. Like, how you get hired for that on Mars must just be, do you have a pulse? And can you put this uniform on?
I'm not inspired by any of the bureaucracy on Mars. It seems like a complete mess.
They sent all the bingos to Mars.
Yes. And then it's like Australia of space.
Yes. Yes. Australia is to criminals as
if Shanks was a planet.
Mars is to cops, yes. If Shanks
no
was a planet of law enforcement. Yeah,
you're going to love it.
You're going to love it.
Hey, dude, it's funny. My kids' AU team, they have like one of their like sets is called 2 Up. And every time we call 2 Up, I said, reach it in my pocket for some
coins in the air.
Yeah, I forgot they were cops. That's a great call, Zach. They suck.
Yeah.
They're terrible.
Yeah. Awful.
My number 4.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it's not so much are you bad at being a cop versus are you distracted by other things that are taking you away from your cop duties? So like when you're on the job, you're actually pretty good, but you get distracted by all these other shiny objects. And you forget about like, hey, the job at hand. Hey, can we focus? I'm talking, of course, of the cuck time cop who wants JCVD to fuck his wife. Are you sure we haven't met? Are you sure you haven't met my wife? Sure you haven't given him a hug?
Oh,
because man, like, we're trying to do something here. You over here
break down incredible just conspiracy, corruption. And this dude's like, but will you please fuck my wife?
Plow her.
Plow her and tell her meatloaf is good. That's what, like, those were his two priorities.
I'm not sure that's the exact quote.
I'm pretty sure that's an exact quote in that movie. That's how I remember it. That's how
Look, man, when you clock off, when you're off the clock, you can do whatever you want. You could have meatloaf. You could have threesomes. You could get cucked. I don't care.
Not a threesome.
There's no threesome involved. There's no threesome involved at all. He wants to watch some cuckery.
Okay. But only after dinner.
After
You're
dinner,
right.
for sure, on a full belly.
He's gotta come over and eat her meatloaf.
Oh.
And then eat her meatloaf.
Ma! The meatloaf. So you're talking about
the meatloaf.
You're talking about Commander Eugene Matuzak?
Matuzak, yeah.
The two-up. Matuzak.
Amin has 2-up on the brain. Maybe that's what we'll do at the live show. Couple coins.
What if we just for 20 minutes played 2-up and gambled? Holy shit, what a deep cut.
Yo, that's after
what
party.
we got to do.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I don't mean to be blowing ideas.
Buy a VIP ticket. You come to the 2-up.
Yep. All right. My next pick has the energy of a guy who's been bullied and ripped on his entire life and decides, you know what? I know how I'm going to turn this thing around. I'm going to become a police officer. Because then if I have a badge and a gun, maybe people will finally respect me. Unfortunately, he was extremely wrong. It's Kevin Heffernan as Rod Farva in Super Troopers.
Oh.
He's if Ronnie Barnhart became a state trooper.
Yeah. He attacked a school bus.
He attacked a school bus. He attacked a cashier at a burger restaurant.
Yeah.
He betrays his entire unit by giving up info to the rival department.
Yeah.
His description of his character, quote, a fat, loud, ill-tempered, obnoxious, and arrogant radio operator.
Say Team Ramrod. Say Team Ramrod. Like, this guy is trying to, like, his partner is trying to, like, radio in, and he's just the whole time, say Team Ramrod. Like, he's an entire distraction the whole time.
He's incredibly ass off. Can't wait to get drunk. Open bar, dude. He's the worst.
At a work function, he is getting hammered.
It's not like the rest.
He ordered 6 beers at once for himself.
Well, let's
at
not.
A work function.
Let's not closed-mindedly dismiss an artist at work. Okay, he's a pioneer. He's a revolutionary. But in a unit of fuck-ups, he makes them all seem competent.
Yeah.
It's incredible stuff.
He lowers the bar to raise them up, for sure. All right, my number 3. This is the worst detective we've ever seen.
Mm-hmm. But it's number 3, Zach.
It's not the worst cop. He's just the worst detective we've ever seen.
Okay.
The only thing that tipped him off to this was that the bagels were warm. It's Forrest Whitaker in Taken 3.
I knew this would happen.
He's got a Forrest Whitaker does nothing.
I'm going to push back.
No.
I'm going to push back. Because Forrest was actually a really good cop. He just didn't do anything. He was right the whole time.
It's a murder investigation. You have to do something.
His intuition was on point.
But isn't it worse than to do nothing? You know how many people
knew that?
Like your job, even with the bad guys, right?
Right.
Your job is to serve and protect, whatever that means. And I get it. It's all fucked up and everything. But your job is to try to prevent lives from being killed. So many people die because he just does nothing.
But here's the thing. He's he knew that Liam Neeson was just too good to get caught.
I'm not trying to
why am I going to risk my men's lives to catch this guy that I know they're not going to be able to catch? This guy's too good.
But he did risk their lives. He risked everybody's life.
How?
He's
By
the
letting
reason.
by letting him go?
Because he does nothing. There's one point where a car ramrods a fucking jet.
Say car ramrod. Oh, you did.
And look, I hope I'm not spoiling. Well, no, I'll just save it for later. I'll save it for later.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
he is an atrocious detective.
I left him off my list. I said his intuitions were right. He was right on a lot of shit. It's just he didn't do shit about it.
And did nothing. He just
What is the one where
his chess piece.
Is it the phone or the tracker is on a bus or something? He says, "Yeah, don't worry about it. Don't follow it."
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine. He's gone.
His whole mode of operating is just I mean, what are you gonna do? That's not a good cop.
I'll tell you what's not a good cop.
Yeah.
Usually, dumb cops come from families of dumb people. It's not just one dumb cop by himself. It's like they got a whole family tradition of being jackasses. It's the brother from the beginning of Jaws: The Revenge.
I knew that's where you're going.
This fucking bingo.
Oh my god.
Stupid ass.
All you heard about as a child is that your dad battled a shark.
Yeah.
And you have no awareness that sharks are in the water of the same city, the same town. No awareness
doing?
because it's Christmas. That's why.
What are you?
It could be a shark out
Went
here.
out there by
It's
yourself.
Christmas.
Pitch black. No search. No like floodlights. Nothing.
Nothing.
You're gonna go untie this buoy or whatever it was.
That I mean,
His job is so low stakes that all he has to do is go out on a boat and move a log or whatever.
The only thing that he did right was he helped plot liftoff. That's the only thing. He got plot liftoff going.
You guys want to kill me for my
up.
plot liftoff list, this motherfucker.
Because yours are just golden dumpsters. That's
The opening. Yours was opening credits.
We took off right away. We took off right away.
It's not liftoff. This motherfucker just flew.
We were already in the air.
Slowest flying ever. Is just the camera floating in the water for about 15 minutes. Oh, we're going now. Oh, baby. Oh, look at this drifting camera.
It was shark vision.
Is Back to the Future 2 the only actual movie to have plot liftoff right in the beginning? Like before the movies even started?
No. We've had that before, haven't we? I don't know.
Now you see me too.
Good question. This is a good
There's no
question.
Plot. There's no plot.
My number 3 treats being a cop like being in a frat, does ludicrous amounts of cocaine, suspended almost the entire movie, needs a horny gnome from Downworld to solve his case. It's Nomocop, Casey Gallagher, and a gnome named Gnorm.
That's not the woman's name?
Fucking clown. No, Puka Sam.
Oh, Puka Sam. Yeah, you're right. My bad.
Sam is the girl and Casey is the boy.
Genders just switch sides.
He had no clue that his captain was corrupt. Not even the slightest clue.
He's undercover wearing a baseball hat that says police.
Yep. He's awful.
That's just...
He's incredibly bad. He's incredibly bad.
So terrible. He should have never been hired.
Norm is not helpful, but is more helpful than him, the human cop who's supposed to be the one with his head on straight.
Norm at least bit some dude's ass.
Oh, he did. Oh, yeah. And cupped the balls. What's Casey ever done?
Spit's good. Spit's good.
He sexually harasses his coworker, calls her in the middle of the night. She's like, I told you, Casey, you got to stop this.
Yeah. That was clearly a regular phone call where she's like, all right, come on, man.
She's not even offended anymore. She's just tired.
She's just like, we're still doing this. Yeah, he was on my list, but did not make the cut. All right, my number 2. You are surrounded by villains in one of the most villain-heavy cities that have ever existed, and you're so horned up that you will just let monsters run through this place unchecked because you just think, the rich guy will handle it. It's Commissioner Gordon, Batman and Robin.
You know what's funny? I was just literally 2 nights ago talking about Bane's speech in The Dark Knight Rises.
Yeah.
Where he's outside of Arkham or outside of whatever the prison.
Yeah.
And he's reading the Commissioner Gordon letter of resignation, basically telling the truth about Harvey Dent, whatever.
Yeah.
But when I made this list, I forgot the name of the commissioner in Batman. I was like, what the fuck is his name? So I called him Commissioner Exposition. Because all I remember is at the beginning of the movie, remember? They hit the button and he's on the screen.
Hello, Exposition.
Oh.
As I was thinking about in Batman and Robin, he's just on the car screen talking about, there's a new villain. His name is Mr.
Extra, real villain. Yeah. And then I get it. The pheromone stuff worked, but man, he was so horny for Poison Ivy.
No, he's horny. So
and you
horny.
thought you were going to get that? Come on, man.
But no, by the way, the pheromones didn't hit him.
Oh, he was just horned
He's
up.
like, Zach's like, Zach, the hormones. What was I supposed to do?
Yeah, you're just like, oh shit, man. Look,
the damn hormones.
Well, now you're doing Bane.
Tits in a suit. I gotta have it. Like that's what he was doing.
Fuck you, hormones. Eat a dick, hormones.
You're a bitch. Hormones. Amin, what's your number 2?
My number 2. Beyond not being able to solve anything, and also being horny, but not for a woman, for cookies. And he won't shut the fuck up. It's Teddy Rex. Teddy Rex is the worst cop. I know I have a number 1. Teddy Rex, let me just say this right now. Hands down, if we scored on every category, where every category was weighed equally, right?
Yeah.
Like if it's 10 categories, everyone is equal, then he would be the absolute worst cop on this list. But I don't have all the categories weighted equally. Hence, there's a number 1 above him. He's fucking awful.
I forgot to write it down. I forgot about the movie. It didn't even occur to me. I skipped over it somehow going through the list.
He's not a cop. There are no cops in this movie.
There's no cops. There's not a single. There's a robot.
I mean, you make a good case, okay? But you're leaving someone off the hook here, and that's Whoopi Goldberg, his partner. Because I got them both.
No.
Wow.
I got them both, baby.
You got the tandem.
Whoopi's the only reason the case got solved.
No.
No.
The only reason the case got solved is because of his fucking tail. His tail does more police work than either of them put together.
His tail is a good cop.
His tail's a great cop. Great instincts.
He's just a bad
Keeps
cop.
his nose clean. And Zach, you're exactly right. That is easily the hardest movie to remember what happens.
God.
That we've ever done. Because it does not make sense.
No, I don't remember a damn thing with Jupiter Ascending, and neither do you.
I do.
With the cops, Jupiter Ascending?
Oh, actually,
I stared long and hard.
No, he's in the military. They're military, but they're not cops. He is an assistant press liaison officer, Teddy Rex is, when he starts. So he works in PR. He talks to the press. And then
because he never stops talking. He talks to everybody.
Doesn't shut the fuck up.
He's a great spin artist. And then fake Tim Robbins and Shaft, Richard Roundtree, their plan is we're going to promote him to become the first dino detective.
Yeah.
Because this will be a good PR move to appease the dinosaur community.
Remember
that's why they
change?
Promote him to Dino Detective, and then they bring in Whoopi, who's an android that they still never really explain what her deal is.
Why would you?
The most confusing partners in Cinephobe history by far.
Yeah.
She's not good either. Like I'm just not giving her credit. And when they're together, they are the worst. They spend the whole time fucking arguing.
It's the opposite of Tango and Cash.
Oh man, Tango Cash. That was the one where I was like, I said to put down, Ray Tango because he's more interested. And I was like, no, he's actually pretty fucking good. Yeah, I was was like, I can't. Then I said, oh, Gabriel Cash. I said, maybe he's bad because he plays by his own rules. But like, no, but he's still like, he brought down a bunch of stuff.
No, Gabriel Cash is up there for best cops.
Yeah.
So is Ray Tango.
Ray Tango is more interested in the stock market and his suits.
No, that's not true. He pulled down that tanker full of cocaine. Even though
imagine if he was wrong about that. I know he wasn't, and I know he had a lot of.
He would have murdered. That's a real dramatic risk reward.
You want to talk about plot liftoff in the opening scene?
Oh my god!
Grand opening, grand closing, right there.
All right, Zach, what's your number one?
There's no cute preamble for it. He is a cop, judge, diddler. It is the diddling supreme judge from Judge Dredd who built a whole law enforcement system based on diddling children. That's the definition of the worst cop possible. That city is fucking chaos. Chaos. And their system for when you retire that he creates is walk into the fucking desert and kill everybody you can until you die. If Jan was a fucking cop judge, that's him.
Wow.
He might as well have been coaching youth hockey.
You know, I thought about Judge Dredd and Rico. I did not think about Max von Sydow.
Rico might be the best fucking cop of all of them.
That's a good point. I mean, but it's his DNA, right? Like they're cloned off of him.
Right. Yeah. That's true. Yeah.
So it's all because of him anyways.
They're
cloned off of a collection of the greatest judges.
Yeah, they all just
but
into
mostly
a
him
thing,
though, I think.
No, it's like the movie Twins. Like they all jizzed into a tube, and there you go. You get Danny DeVito.
Is that? Well, you get Arnold.
Same plot liftoff too, bro. That's a really good one, Zach. I didn't even think of that.
Yeah.
Amin?
Yeah,
that was
like
the first
Zach
one.
on
It was the first one I wrote. Like as I was making my list, I was number one diddling judge. That's it.
Like Zach, I also wrote one name at the top, and it was not moved. Like Zach, I won't have a long preamble. I'm just gonna say one word: apostrophes.
Oh, yeah.
It's Keanu Reeves in Street Kings, the worst cop. As I said, Teddy Rex, the worst cop. If everything was weighted equally. Unfortunately, everything is not weighted equally because Teddy Rex, for all his flaws, was not insane, supremely racist like Keanu was,
or like
or an
a
alcoholic.
a drunk on the job. Gets up and goes and gets 3 mini travel bottles of vodka.
Shooters,
right? Yeah,
hitting the shooters. By the way, also dirty cop, right? Also,
super dirty.
Tried to murder another cop. Like that's a plot. But there's a plot. No, I'm talking about Terry Crews.
He wasn't going to murder him.
He shot him. He shot him. That was the whole point of the cover-up.
By accident.
He's like 17,000 bullets from these machine guns. And then
he didn't mean to shoot him on that one. That was an accidental. That was a desk pop gone awry.
He got out of his car, wrapping his belt around his head.
He was going to beat the shit out of him. He wasn't going to kill him.
Well, we don't know where that's going.
The worst cop.
You know what? You know what
Cinephobe
kept him
history.
off my list? What kept him off my my 1 through OLI is that he did technically save those kids.
My thought on that is horrible person. Life in shambles, better cop than the rest of the department. Everyone else is corrupt as fuck in that movie. He's like,
better cop is. I don't know. I don't know about that.
He stops the whole cop conspiracy with Forrest Whitaker. Terry Crews is also a corrupt cop. Hugh Laurie is a shitty cop. Like everybody sucks in that movie.
Hugh Laurie's trying to get to the bottom of shit. How's he shitty?
He's
Crews?
dirty too.
Hugh Laurie.
Hugh Laurie.
No, he was
dirty?
He was just getting blowjobs.
He's just a prick. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's getting a little prosto action.
Yeah.
know
Okay.
Prostos?
Sorry, my bad. Prosto
Prosters?
changeo. I thought about it,
Brezich.
but I think his methods are bad, but he is effective in a weird way, and so that's why he didn't make my list. But I hear you.
No, I'm with him. Like, he is the worst cop, but the only thing that kept it was like, oh, he did save those 2 girls.
I guess my thing is like,
list. Yeah.
a lot of the guys on this list that we've talked about are people who are just genuinely unintentionally bad at their jobs.
Inept.
Yeah.
Right? He is purposefully like a piece of shit.
Yes.
He's a piece of shit cop on purpose.
Hey, man.
Because his wife got banged to death.
Fucked to death for the fellas. Okay? You think that that happened for nothing?
Hold on. We need to hold on.
That changed.
She wasn't banged to death for the fellas. That's just a story for the fellas. Those are 2 very different things.
Either way, though, it changes a man.
Oh, sure. I mean, look.
That knowledge changes a man.
Yeah.
Okay, well, speaking of
good
inept, we got an extremely inept cop, a complete and utter moron. He can't even drive. He cannot drive a car, and he is a cop. It's Jimmy Fallon as Detective Washburn from Taxi.
There you go.
He needs a cab driver to solve his fucking case. He wouldn't be able to do shit without Queen Latifah. In the first scene with him, he gets his fellow officer shot. He kills his friend's parrot.
It's like of all the pets to bring to a crime scene, he brought the one that talks.
And what does he do to get Queen Latifah rewarded for her assistance? He gets her shot, and then he crashes into the hospital, driving her to the hospital, probably killing another person.
I hate that movie so much that when I saw it on the list, I get down to it on the list. I'm not dignifying that by putting him on there. You're right. He's an awful cop, but I can't.
The common thread between my top 4, just fire him. What are we doing? Fire these motherfuckers. Why are we keeping them around?
Yeah. I'm with you. Teddy Rex needs to go. Not as a PR guy, not as a cop.
Get him the fuck out of here.
He doesn't spin anything as a PR guy. He just keeps talking. He's going to divulge all the information you don't want him to divulge.
Sooner or later, yeah.
Yeah.
You just sit back.
Yeah. Just wait it out.
Keep feeding him cookies.
Yeah.
All right, guys. It's time for the cutting room floor.
Mike Ehrmantraut, Horrible Bosses 2. They literally tell him they kidnapped somebody. Yeah. They literally tell him they kidnapped somebody, and he's easily talked out of it.
No, because he said, no, we didn't say that. And then he looks at the other cops like, I'm sorry. I wasn't paying attention. They just kept talking.
Yeah. And lets his gun get taken by the bad guy. Like,
yeah,
he's a bad cop.
I thought it would appear on somebody's list. Officer Stovepipe.
Yep. Same note too.
Oh, let me.
Just a super racist cop. Let's see the picture, by the way.
Yeah, I just sent it to the chat. It's so bad. It's such a pretty picture.
What?
I know. You put it on the screen. You got to put it on the screen.
I'm working on it.
Yeah. Now I drew this in about 20 seconds. I'd say I drew it about 20 seconds.
It looks like Charlie Day, like evil Charlie Day.
This looks like Harvey Birdman.
Yeah,
it looks like Bird Person from fucking
from
Rick and Morty.
Yeah, it does actually. Yeah, that's a good call. Yeah, I made a good artist.
This
maybe you are good.
This is a pedophile. This is a diddling cop, right?
For sure. I mean, he's a bad cop.
This cop diddles for sure.
Wow. All right.
We have a new group chat fucking icon, by the way.
Oh no. You sick little bitch.
You sick little bitch is gone.
Okay. I'm kind of surprised this didn't come up. Police Chief Cecil Tolliver and Deputy Blackface from Amos and Andrew.
Oh, I had Dabney Coleman. I had him down on my list.
I could not remember for the life of me. I knew they were cops. I couldn't remember anything about them.
He's only concerned with his election, and Deputy Blackface keeps coming up with excuses to re-up.
Yeah.
And the whole, the whole thing is absurd, but they're the whole reason for that movie.
I don't remember what happens in the movie. I just remember he's a bad cop because he needs this fat little 12-year-old stepson. Yep. It's Coffee.
Coffee and Cream.
Ed Helms from Coffee and Cream.
And then isn't Betty Gilpin a cop too?
Yes.
So and then is Dag a cop?
Yeah, they're all cops.
He is. He's his captain.
I don't know if they're corrupt cops, but I wouldn't say they're
corrupt
bad
cops,
at their
no.
job, right?
Sure.
Like I think
Betty
they were
Gilpin's
good at their
probably
job.
good at covering their tracks too.
Yes.
They're closer to the Keanu bucket of just like intentionally awful. Let's see what I got here. Oh, I have Marlon Wayans and Sean Wayans in White Chicks.
I forgot they're cops in that movie. Oh fuck! I would have put them down at least on the list. I forgot they're cops.
They're like, you got Sean taking full advantage. You've got a person of interest, and instead of like trying to get information, he's just trying to fuck her.
Yeah.
You got Marlon, who's Marlon's just inept. He's just not good at his job, I would say.
Yeah.
I went back and forth on this one, and I think I landed on he's not bad enough of a cop. He's just a terrible actor. Jason Patrick in Speed 2.
Yeah,
that's where I was too. Yeah, I think he's just a bad actor.
I had to stop myself several times from blaming an ass-on performance.
Yes,
he throws the Ducati at the truck, and that's not a good start. When he does that, I'm like, okay, that's a weird way
to. Dope move, though. I don't know.
Kind of a dope move, but you're wasting a very expensive motorcycle.
That's true.
And what do you do? But then, like, he does a decent job solving the crime on vacation on the cruise ship.
Yes.
So
Yeah. I'm shocked this didn't make your guys' list. He damn near made mine. Matt Dillon, Takers.
We're takers, gents. That's what we do for a living.
Cop.
Take.
He's a horrible cop who
get him and
brings his
Keanu
daughter
together
to work,
drinking plastic bottles full of vodka on the job.
Oh my God. He was so bad. So bad.
I'm not surprised this guy wasn't on your list, but I figured out when I look at my cutting room floor, it's pretty much one of two buckets. Either racist or horny beyond belief. This one is racist. It's Bernie Mac and Don't Be a Menace.
Completely forgot. Yeah,
I hate
that's
the back
a great
and forth
call.
Whitaker's neck. I hate Whoopi Goldberg's lips. Most of all, I hate that black ass Wesley Snipes.
Forrest Whitaker's neck. Such a funny line.
You think you tell?
Norville and Neville from Tammy and the T-Rex. Those bumbling idiots.
I knew there were fucking cops in that movie. God, you're right. Yeah. A big thing for me was like, do you have control over what your jurisdiction is, especially if you are a captain? It's the Hershey Highway captain from Last Action Hero. That place is fucking chaos. Yeah. That place is chaos.
What's the movie?
I had Arnold Schwarzenegger in Last Action Hero.
Really?
Because the collateral damage is just too insane. There's no way you can't overlook that, man. This dude is a menace.
Taxes have got to just be skyrocketing to cover all that shit.
Patrick Wilson in The Commuter. He's a bad guy.
He's a bad guy. He's a bad cop. He was pretty good.
Pretty good cop.
We didn't get to see him do a lot of copping.
I guess that's fair. Yeah.
I guess his copping is stopping Liam Neeson at the end, and like
can we say
hostage
Can we say
negotiation.
Liam Neeson was a bad cop? Liam Neeson?
Well, he's retired, but then he's a cop again.
He's just a bad earner. He's just bad at earning, and for all I know, he's fucking horrible at book reports.
Well, this kid almost got into Syracuse or some shit. I don't know. They left us hanging on that one. We don't know the resolution.
Hold on, because or in spite?
Why not both? Who's a bad cop? Woody Harrelson in Money Train. He's not a good cop. He's transit police, but he's not a good cop.
Horny.
Super horny. Super horny. And
another
bad with
horny
money
cop.
to where like he's very irrational. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see what I have here. Oh, this one. I thought for sure Zach would have this one. Jean Reno in the Da Vinci Code.
I didn't even think of it.
Hey,
you're right.
Mayes,
yeah.
Mayes, I'm sorry to give you extra work, but that motherfucker.
Oh, why?
That is.
Why would you do that, Amin?
Sorry. Oh.
By the way, Soul Plane episode, we bring up again fucking Black Eyed Peas.
Oh,
It's on the mind.
Oh, I missed it.
It's always on the mind. That's
Yeah.
That's the chokehold they have the culture in. Randy Quaid and Hard Rain, Garden Variety.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I didn't even think of that because I was thinking of the fucking armored truck guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. Truck.
Truck.
Speaking of Black Eyed Peas.
The bad cop pairing from Honest Thief. Those two bingos.
I was trying to I could not remember any details around.
Those guys are agents.
They're bad cops. They're bad cops. Yeah,
for sure. I didn't put any special agents on there, but yes, those guys for sure. Also, the ones from The Commuter. While we're at it, those guys suck.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I wanted to put this on. I debated. It's in the name. Paul Blart Mall Cop.
I'm sorry. You mean the ones for The Commuter? You mean the ones that were on the fucking train platform?
Yes, the ones waiting on the train platform the entire time.
And then the train just whizzed past
them. And then the train goes by them, and then they get out jurisdiction by Sam Neill. So they basically do nothing the entire time. But yes, Paul Blart Mall Cop. Thought about it. He's actually kind of a good cop. In the second one, I don't know.
Is he?
He fatly stumbles around and solves the crime. What are you going to do? On his vacation. I think in the first one, he's probably awful. That's my guess.
Just the cops in the name doesn't make you a cop.
Right. That's why I didn't make my list as well.
Yeah. I knew I was going to get pushback on this, so I didn't end up putting him on my list. And I didn't want to argue about it, but Marion Cabretti is a horrible cop.
Thought about it.
No, man. See, that was another one of the ones I said he's an awful cop. Really.
Horrible cop.
I don't know, man. He solves the case. He saves the day.
He ends up solving a case.
Look, man, just because you couldn't use his methods and you don't understand it doesn't mean he's bad.
You know who else ended up solving the case? Teddy Rex. Okay, like that's
all these motherfuckers ended up solving the case. Otherwise, the movie would be very dark.
Not the diddling judge.
He dies.
Tracy Morgan and Cop Out.
No, he was great.
I had all the cops in Cop Out. It was what I wrote.
Emilio Estevez and Loaded Weapon 1.
Oh, got that one.
I forgot about that.
The cops who get high and half baked.
Oh yeah.
When they open the letter and like, dearest Mary Jane, and they just laughing their ass off.
I couldn't tell if he's actually law enforcement or maybe it is more of an espionage thing. But at a certain point, like once I see you somersault, Nick Fury is bad.
That's not law enforcement. Nick
Fury.
Excuse me?
Okay. I didn't know what SHIELD was. He's a bad
SHIELD is espionage.
Agent. Is it?
Nick Fury got brought out of retirement to bring down Hydra. I'm not going to stand for this.
He just go watch him somersault into a fucking room and tell me that's a good cop.
I've watched it 1,000 times. I will happily watch it again. That's one of my favorite clips in Cinephobe history. That's how I'm coming out on stage in New York.
Oh shit!
Dressed in my secret costume to be revealed later.
You know what?
I thought you were gonna slide on your stomach like a seal.
We should all
dress as
enter the stage doing our best Nick Fury role.
It's a good way to get injured before we even start.
For sure. Yeah.
I had Benjamin Bratt from Catwoman.
Yep.
Oh fuck! I forgot.
Yeah. I had that. Another horny one.
Yeah.
I just think of him fanning his shirt while they're playing basketball.
Yeah.
Cops.
The kids are watching.
Police work.
You know who's a bad cop? Trinity. Bye, man. That's a bad cop.
Carrie Ann Moss. Yeah.
Yes, that's a bad cop.
I'll give you a really bad cop. And this is one that, in the moment, we all called him a bad cop.
Yeah.
An awful cop.
Yeah.
Mike Lowry.
Same note too, bro.
Yep.
Yeah, he's a bad cop.
He talks a lot in that episode about how bad of a cop he was.
And that was the other live Cinephobe we did when we were at Moss. We did Bad Boys 2.
Yeah.
And just pointed out, like, this dude has no regard for public safety.
He's talking about shooting into a crowd.
Like, he lit that shit up. Like, Bob Hoskins had, like, a regular pistol, pop, pop, pop. This motherfucker power slid his car to the side so that he was facing the causeway.
It's a dope move, but it's a bad cop.
And then he did, to quote Kevin Hart from Soul Plane, that's the sound of him again.
Last one I had on my list was Shaq from Grown Ups 2.
Oh man. Put your hands in there. Wait, look, you just don't care.
My last one, you had him right there. Don Cheadle, Swordfish.
Oh.
Bad cop.
No, I forgot about him.
Yeah.
I mean, he chases him down a mountain. Pretty good.
Let's see. I got a couple more here. I'll go through quickly. Racist cop. The racist cop from Harlem Nights. That was,
which one?
The one that was doing the shakedown of the.
Oh,
the spot.
yeah, I forgot about that. That's a good call.
Tells the champ that like he's an autograph for his kid or whatever.
Yeah.
You said Benjamin Bratt. Who's the other one out? Julianne Moore next. The fuck are you doing? The fuck are you doing, lady?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's bad. Yeah, she's bad. Yeah, that was real bad.
And I don't think did we say? Someone said, oh yeah, Mace, you had him. You had Gnome named Norm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had him on my list as well.
Number 3.
Yeah, he's real
Big
bad.
Time. So many cops,
no,
man.
I guess the one other I wrote down, but I wasn't sure. Clive Owen's not a cop in Gemini Man, right? Law enforcement. That's CIA.
No,
right?
I think they're their own department.
But it's more CIA.
It's more of an espionage.
Yeah.
They're not arresting people.
But he was obsessed with fucking that clone. Yeah,
he was.
He was diddling.
Horny.
It was like, here, I'll buy you shoes to make up for it. Weird.
At least he has the dignity to not make them his own DNA.
Make sure you send us your CT5 list for worst cops at Talk Hoops, at Darth Amin, at Corn Puzzle, at Cinephobe, at Count the Dings, or drop it in that Discord.
I'm sorry, there was one more.
Yeah.
George Lopez in Balls of Fury.
Yeah. Well,
no, he's literally on the case because he's the worst. Like as punishment for being bad.
He does
to carry that.
He does wake up and just shoot into a wall, doesn't he? Yeah.
And they're in the hotel.
Yeah.
I'm a cop, you idiots.
Patreon.com/count the dings. Yep. Get those live show tickets July 20th in New York at Racket.
Yep. Racket is the name of the spot.
Yeah. You're not going to want to miss
it. Be a patron. Dude, be a Patreon. Not only are you going to get the tickets earlier, which means you get your first crack at choice seats, but also 25% off. Like, I can't. It's cheaper. We made it significant. You know how sometimes people say enter promo code and the promo code is like 10% off? That ain't 5% off, $5 off of your first. Dude, we'll give you 25% off. 25% off.
You can't afford not to do it.
The best seats before anybody else even has an opportunity to get after them.
Yeah. And I'll draw something for you.
Ooh, Zach, maybe you could sit in the lobby and they could sit down and
I can do a sketch.
Portraits. Yeah.
I can be
Zach
like a
can
caricature artist.
Yeah.
They'll all be bird people.
If you want to look like a bird, I got you.
Or evil Charlie Day.
Yeah.
Practicing bird law.
Next time we make love, you introduce me to Jade.